Hi, I'm Graham.
I'm Lisa.
And you found an article online about the 15 most haunted pubs in London.
Yep.
And you said, let's start looking at them. Let's start investigating the pubs, in London, the haunted pubs, so-called haunted pubs.
So we're going on a pub crawl?
A haunted pub crawl, no less. But first of all, let's listen a little bit about us. I'm very sceptical. I don't believe in ghosts or the afterlife, whereas you are the opposite.
I do. I very much do. And I do believe I've seen one as well. Yeah. That's another story for another time.
Yeah. Also, you actually attended the School of Psychic Studies for a while, didn't you? So
Yeah.
you've worked as a psychic,
Some
and
spiritual
mainly
training.
a tarot card reader, but some
Yeah.
psychic stuff as well.
Yeah.
And you've had the odd impression of things as well, haven't you? So you'll be the one looking for, through the veil for the secrets of ghosts in whatever locations you go to. But anyway, this one we're going to the 10 Bells in Whitechapel,
Yeah.
which has got a lot of history with Jack the Ripper. Ooh.
And
Anyway.
prostitutes.
Yeah. So we're also going to have a guest on as well, every month a different guest. But anyway, we'll introduce you to our friend soon for this week's show. But we're going to investigate the pints and the paranormal on this haunted pub crawl. Haunted pub crawl.
The 10 Bells.
The nearest station was Liverpool Street. Because it was a nice day, we decided to go via London Bridge for a nice walk. There's the Shard. And opposite, the road leading to Guy's Hospital, where Lisa has had to spend far too much time in the most recent months. Borough Market. Crossing the bridge, you can see Tower Bridge in the distance. All through London, you can see old buildings and modern architecture standing side by side. The Monument. Leadenhall Market. This tall building is known as the Gherkin. Spitalfields. And here we see opposite the 10 Bells pub. pub is situated on the corner of Commercial Street and Fournier Street and has been established in 1666.
So every month we're going to have a friend or family member come along with us just for the crack. And today we've got my lovely cousin John.
Hello, John.
Hello.
So, do you believe in ghosts?
Let's find out.
What about the afterlife? Do you believe in the afterlife?
I hope so.
All right, okay. Fair enough. We'll see what we can see inside. John did his research by watching the movie From Hell the night before we met. He also once dressed up as Jack the Ripper for Halloween. This East End institution is steeped in history. You need only look at the Grade 2 listed original tiles on the walls to appreciate that. There are plenty of cosy areas to settle into with a drink, from the cocktail bar to the intimate parlour tucked away on the second floor, which unfortunately was closed when we went. All this is a far cry from the 19th century, when the 10 bells was a regular for a handful of Jack the Ripper's victims before they met their gruesome end, including Annie Chapman, who was murdered after a night drinking in the pub. On November the 9th, 1888, Mary Kelly, a 25-year-old, described as having a fair complexion, light hair and rather attractive features, left the pub before becoming Jack the Ripper's final victim. Her mutilated body was discovered the next morning in Miller's Court, Dorset Street, on the opposite side of the road from the 10 bells. Indeed, the pub's name was temporarily and rather misguidedly changed to Jack the Ripper in the 1970s to attract customers. But that's not all. In an unrelated incident, one of the pub's Victorian landlords was murdered with an axe. To this day, customers and staff claim to see his ghost wandering the upper floors. In the late 1990s, staff living in the pub complained about alarming encounters they'd been having with a ghostly old man dressed in Victorian clothing. After awakening with an uneasy feeling in the middle of the night, they would turn over to find this phantom lying beside them in the bed, but as soon as they cried out, he disappeared.
Right, can I talk?
Yeah, go for it.
So, I'm sitting here, I've only been here for 5 minutes, and I have my hands, my arms crossed, on the table, and the boys have just done it to prove me right. It's vibrating like bloody crazy.
Wow.
Well, and
There's definitely a pulse of some kind of vibration.
It's a really...
There's got to be something to do with traffic or underground pipes.
I got quite excited.
She thought she was having a psychic flash.
I thought I was having a psychic moment straight away.
But we can all feel it.
But Liverpool Street Station's only up the road, so we think it might come from the trains. God, they really are old-fashioned, aren't they? Ah, fucking spook up that thing, God, they're really creaky, these stairs. Look at that, oh God, you couldn't make it up if you tried, did you? So this is where there might have been a cheeky blowjob or two back in the day. Before the old girls used to go about their proper business. Who knows? Who knows? We just don't know, do we, John?
Hey, so we've come out of the pub now. We had 3 drinks each, so we've had a few spirits and a few pints. So first of all, we're going to talk about the pub. What do we think of the actual pub? It was alright, wasn't it?
Loved it. Loved it.
Bit pricey, bit expensive.
We walked in, our opening time, 12 o'clock. thinking lovely and quiet.
Yeah.
Within about half an hour, the bloody place was packed
busy,
to the
yeah.
rafters. It was packed to the rafters.
That's why we didn't get too much footage inside, because I didn't want to film when people are sitting there trying to drink their drinks and enjoy their lunch and that kind of thing. But they never had any food on, did they? Like we thought they was gonna.
No.
The upstairs bar was shut all the time, so but it was
like
nice.
Victorian times where there wasn't enough food.
Yeah. Talking of Victorian times, you saw, because that actually was on a film, From Hell, wasn't it? You saw that the other
That's
night
right,
as
yes.
research.
As research last night, I watched that, and there's an intro where they zoom in on the 10 Bells, where Mary Kelly and her friends, or associates, were having a drink, and it felt very authentic to be in there.
Yeah.
And you wanted to feel the spirit of Johnny Depp while you was in it, didn't you, babe? You was hoping to. He was in the movie, wasn't he? Oh.
We did actually have a brave trip to the toilet.
Yeah, that was quite creepy down there.
Yes, that really was a bit scary actually, because the steps were very narrow.
Yeah, it's more scary for a health and safety issue rather than a ghost issue, though, I thought. But yeah, it was good. So, well, that's enough about the pub, I think. Like, but about the ghosts, do we see any ghosts? Do we feel anything?
The table vibrated like how...
The table did vibrate.
And it was just the one table really more
No,
than
the one next to us vibrated, and I felt the one on the side vibrating as well when I
We
touched
all
it.
felt that vibration.
And it was constant, like a constant rhythm, wasn't it?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
we thought it was maybe the underground or the
Yeah,
tube,
yeah.
but we're not near a
Well,
tube station as far as I know.
I went downstairs to where the toilets were. Well, I thought maybe there was like a generator down there, or
Yes,
I never felt
yes.
any vibrations down there from anything.
No.
So it was just bizarre how there was a vibration in one point and not in another.
That's
and then
right.
it stopped. Me and John couldn't feel it anymore for a bit,
Yep.
but Lisa still could. But then they went to the loo, and I felt it again. It came back again. So it was really weird. It's like, and it wasn't like, I thought maybe like passing traffic, something like that. But that wouldn't be a steady rhythm vibration, which is what we got. It was like.
And there were no roadworks nearby.
No like machinery that I could see. I thought maybe the music was doing it, but the music would have had a different.
It wasn't loud enough.
No, it wasn't loud
It
enough.
wasn't loud enough, and it was like a pulsing.
Yeah.
It was like just from the base of the table.
Yeah.
And we all put our hands on the table at the same time.
We all felt
and
it.
felt it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very
And
much.
so we were saying maybe that's where Mary and her friends sat on that side, maybe.
I
or,
was
Yes.
reluctant to mention it at first because I
Yeah.
thought it looked really cheesy.
Yeah.
But
Well, that was the funny thing. Like, you mentioned it. So can you feel this? And we thought maybe you picked something. Then me and John felt the table, and we could feel it as well. So you was like, first of all, you're thinking, oh, have I got a psychic thing here? And then when we all
Yes.
felt it as well, I thought, no, it can't be a psychic thing because we're all feeling it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then it was like, well, it was very weird. I couldn't see any reason for it. Like I was trying to put my blinking analytical kind of like skeptical head on, and I was thinking, what is there around here that could be making this constant like pattern of vibration that we were all feeling, and I couldn't identify anything.
And you went to the other side of the pub.
Yeah, I felt it on
Graham,
the other.
didn't you?
Yeah, I felt the table next to us was doing it. The table on the left of us was doing it. The table on the right of us wasn't doing it.
That's right.
The bar wasn't doing it. But there was like there was like a long kind of like sort of table with stools, and I felt that, and that was vibrating.
it was interesting, to say the
it
least.
Yeah, it was interesting,
was.
but I wouldn't say it was definitely psychic phenomena.
No, we wasn't in the process of sort of like evoking the spirit of Mary Jane Kelly or anything
no,
like that.
I don't think so.
But it was just an interesting kind of little vibe,
Yeah, it was
for sure.
It's definitely worth a trip.
Yeah.
You see so much history, and it feels quite authentic in there.
Yeah.
It hasn't been too modernised.
No. It's got some nice murals. The
Yeah.
the decoration on the wall is lovely.
Yep.
The tables are kind of like the old kind of, nice old school kind of
Yes.
table.
I think what we liked about it was the fact that they haven't gastroed it up.
No.
That's it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
They've not made
But
it-
they
haven't
gastroed the
pontified
prices,
it
I
or
might add.
They've gastroed it, yeah,
Oh,
for
the
sure.
prices, God.
The prices are gastroed.
Well,
You won't get a pint for a penny in there.
No, certainly not.
No.
Not
Second
like you did
second
back in the day,
Second mortgage to get drunk.
But it's worth a visit. Totally recommend it.
yeah. We probably should have had a gin, because that was like the proper
Yes.
drink for the era, wasn't
It's
it?
always fun to go back.
But we
and have
probably would have
one.
got a small mortgage to get a round of gins in, I think. But overall,
Good fun.
yeah.
We loved the toilet.
Are we going to rate these out of 10? I don't think so. No, we just say it was good. It was a good experience. Nice pub. I had. What did you have? You had a couple of wines, didn't you? Were quite
Yeah.
nice. You had a couple of non-alcoholic drinks. didn't you?
Non-alcoholic, and then
And I had
pineapple juice.
a couple of pints of Timothy Taylor's Landlord, which were well, that was well kept.
Decent.
I think. Yeah, decent. No problems with the drink at all.
Yeah.
Other than the price, which was like.
And the staff were really friendly.
Yeah, they were
very, very nice.
The barmaid had a Powerpuff Girls tattoo, which I commented upon. We was going to ask them like if they had any ghost experiences or anything like that.
They were too
You had a
busy.
little chat with them, didn't you, John?
I did, and
Yeah.
he said we get this all the time.
Yeah.
He said that's one of the main
And a
reasons
man's-
people come here.
A man
Yeah.
swooped in, but the man with a bowler hat. A man swooped in with a bowler hat.
Yeah, just like taking pictures of everything, not
Yeah.
caring that people were sitting in front of it or
Yeah.
like,
No,
you know,
no.
you just like picture. He didn't go to the bar. He's like picture. I'll take a picture of this. I like it, but yeah, I'm more kind of like I don't like to bother people when they're
Yes.
sitting having their drink. It's like stick a camera in their face is a bit much if you ask me.
You're a
But,
polite vlogger. Yeah.
We had fun.
Yes,
Yeah.
it was
And
really good.
we had a
really
good chat.
Highly
talked about
recommend the
everything.
10 Bells.
Yeah, it was nice.
But
Yes.
if I was going to give a tip,
Yeah.
Yes.
get there at opening time.
It gets busy
because
quickly,
Yeah.
doesn't
It
it?
gets busy quickly, and even looking outside, like
We're all standing outside.
Within half an hour,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
the tables outside were just like rammed as well. So, yeah, if I was going to say a negative, I wouldn't want to come in here night times.
You,
Like-
you wouldn't get a seat, I don't think.
You wouldn't get a seat, and it's a bit too much for an old,
But I found it very authentic.
an old crud like me.
It was a good day out, and it's a good
Yes.
little, good
Yeah,
little experience.
really exciting.
And a great launch to this vlog.
Yeah, definitely. And what's the pub we're doing next month, babe?
The Bow Bells in Bow.
Okay, excellent.
Does that mean if you live within 12 miles of the Bow Bells, you're a Cockney?
That's
Yes,
right. If you're
it
even in the
does.
sound of the Bow Bells, you're
so
a
don't
cockney.
come
That's
out
right.
like sounding like someone from EastEnders.
A
then.
cockney.
Yeah. no duffs.
Yeah. Okay,
Thanks
hopefully
of
that's
me.
everything. And we'll probably see John later on in the series as well when he's
I
got
hope to
a free
return.
day.
He'll be back for another one.
Thank you,
Bye,
Lisa and
everybody.
Graham.
Bye.
Bye.